Right now, Jimmy Leewood has just one goal.
In 2011, Jimmy was out to win.
All stations on standby.
As the pilots get their planes into the air and prepare for the race, Newman listens for a mayday she hopes will never come. Race spotters closely monitor the status of each plane.
They're all connected earphone-wise to all the cockpits, and so that they can listen to any change, any nuances, any statements that would cause any level of distress or a mayday.
Now, with all 6 planes in the air, they line up beside a pace plane. The racers follow that plane towards the start line.
And if everyone's lined up correctly, nobody is pulling ahead yet, he's going to say,
"Gentlemen, you look good. Gentlemen, you have a race."
Leewood hits the throttle, starting on the outside of the pack. He'll need nerves of steel to catch and pass other planes.
we're flying in 100 feet above the ground, and you're accelerating. And at the same time, you've got to be avoiding the other airplanes. You've got to be not hitting the ground, obviously. You've got to be not hitting the pylons. So it's busy. It's real busy.
The planes jockey for position at close to 450 miles per hour. It takes 1 minute to complete a lap of the 8-mile course. By lap 2, Jimmy's in 4th place and closing fast on planes ahead.
Jimmy did just like I thought he was going to do.
Smoke him, Jimmy. Go, go.
He held back a little bit, and then at about the end of the 2nd lap or somewhere in that time frame, I could see he started to make his move.
On the ground, Jimmy's team closely track the Galloping Ghost on their flight data monitoring system. Speed, engine performance, oil pressure, and more. Everything is working perfectly.
Looking good, Jimmy. Pressure stable, RPM solid.
The Morecambs watch as the Galloping Ghost passes pylon 6 near the end of lap 3.
Looks like the Ghost is gaining on him.
Jimmy Leewood's now in 3rd place and chasing Voodoo, another P-51.
We do get that reverberation on the tower. You can feel it. You can certainly hear it. You're coming in pretty hot.
As the Galloping Ghost rounds pylon 8, it suddenly pitches up hard.
What's happening?
All of a sudden, I hear the spotters gasp.
Jimmy Leewood has lost control of his aircraft.
Oh, no. Jimmy?
The airplane had deviated some 80 or 90 degrees from the direction it had been flying.
This was not a normal Mayday pull-up. When it reached the top of the arc and started coming down, you could see that this airplane was out of control. Everybody realized that there's a big problem here.
Jesus, no.
A P-51 Mustang spirals out of control at the Reno Air Races and dives towards thousands of spectators.
The airplane's coming straight at me. The last thing I saw was the sunlight shining off the chrome spinner.
He's coming right at us.
And all I could do was get down as low as I can.
The Galloping Ghost slams into the ground, just 20 feet behind the Morecambe family.
It was literally like a bomb went off.
All available emergency personnel to the apron.
Next thing I see is this black mass right in front of the bleachers.
In just 9 seconds, this race has turned into a nightmare. It's the worst disaster in the history of the Reno Air Races.